In the meantime, let's get to Bob Pisani. Morning, Bob.
Good morning, guys. This is a second day in a row we've had a gap up in the S&P 500. Do you know we're up almost 10% this week? This week. It's only the second day of the week overall here. 20% off the lows. A lot of debates about whether we're in a new bull market. People arguing about that. Let's just take a look at where we're at here. I think the important thing is there's two things moving the markets. Obviously, the most important one is the hopes that we're approaching some kind of peak outbreak here in the United States. But I think people should pay close attention to this massive wave of new stimulus programs that are being talked about over in Japan, over in the Eurozone, and even here in the United States. So just take a look at the global markets. We have essentially a 2% rally, a lot better here, but 2% rally over there. Hang Seng's up 2%. Japan, they are talking about stimulus there that would be 20% of GDP. We've done 10%. They're talking about 20% of GDP. That's more to come, in addition to what they've already done. Europe up 2%, the stock 600. They're talking about a $500 billion Euro stimulus plan. They're going to be debating that in the next few days. So the travel stocks, the autos, they're all flying up 5 or 6%. So the stimulus programs that are coming is another overlay on top of hopes we're perhaps bottoming here. You can see a lot better than 2% rallies here in the United States. Bank stocks have had a great week. The retailers are just flying. Some of these stocks are moving, 50% or so. Acena's probably up 50% so far this week, but you can see how small that stock is. But Nordstrom, Chico's, Gap, all flying today here. A lot of debate about how we have bounced off of the lows. So remember what happened on the March 23rd lows here. From those lows, from the 52-week lows, energy's up 40%, utilities are up 28%, industrials up, REITs are up. Consumer staples are the ones that are actually lagging. We have noted how the names like the Krogers of the world and the Campbell Soups have been down the last few days or flattish. So that's a big change here. And you can see the complete flip-flop of how things have going. The big debate on the street is where are we in here? I call it the markets in the middle, but this is what we had. We had a bull market on February 19th. That was the peak, the historic high. Then we went to a bear market on the bottom on March 23rd. We were down almost 35% in the S&P 500. And now where are we? What is this? Is this a bull market? Because we are 20% off the lows. So I mentioned this yesterday. Of course, I got a lot of snarky remarks. Bob, it's 3 hours old. You can't call it a bull market. It's ridiculous. But nobody ever invented these rules. These 10 and 20% correction and bull market and bear market rules were created over the last 30 years. And the fact is we are 20% off the lows. So I don't know. Probably it's too early to call it a bull market. Let's call it the markets in the middle for the time being. But this is one enormous, powerful rally, just like the enormous, powerful bear market we experienced that took 3 weeks to get through.